Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Symphogear Season 2, Episode 9. So, last time we had a big ol' cliffhanger of Miku possibly being killed, or at least they wanted to make it look that way, but I think that she is going to be saved somehow. That would really suck. I hope I hope I'm right, because I don't want her to just be dead, you know? So, yeah, maybe. I mean, we have a bunch of the other girls there, right? Like Maria was there at the very least, because she was at the meeting when that whole thing went down. So I'm hoping she saves Miku, and then with Maria being very conflicted about what she's been doing recently, it could help open up avenues into them working together in the future, because it's like, you saved Miku, I know you're a good person, kind of thing. So we'll have to see. But yeah, like I said, Maria was conflicted, and that was another big part of the episode that I'm looking forward to seeing how her character goes. I don't think it's going to be immediate, right? I still think there's going to be some confliction in her mind and everything, and it's going to take some time and all that, but I think we saw like the start of her potential flip to our side. So yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Let's start, shall we? All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. But what about when Miku's in real trouble? That'd be scary, even if I had the ability to put super equipment on myself. I mean, she's used it enough that she knows she can survive that fall from it, right? But I'd be scared. I'd be like, can I? Yep. And we're gearing up to the opening. Ah. It's such a hype build up to the opening for such a not hype moment in the show. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I get to weigh myself again. I think I've mentioned it on this show, but I started up my diet again. It'll be 2 months as of tomorrow, I believe. Actually, actually might not be. It might be 1 month and 3 weeks. I thought we were at 2 months, but I actually think next week is 2 months. Oops, but oh well. But yeah, I've had some pretty good loss. I've been feeling pretty good, even though I still have a lot to lose. A lot to lose. I can't imagine, like, I feel this good even with losing. I think I've lost like 8 pounds at this point, if I were to guess. I think it was like 7 last week, so I probably lost. I've been averaging like 1 to 2 pounds a week, roughly, so I might be down another pound. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm only down like 8 pounds, and I have a lot to lose, so it's crazy that I feel this good. I can't imagine if I manage to get to the point where I lose it all, to like my big end game goal. Uh-oh. Hero's story. I don't like the name of that episode. And this music. Well, Chris's music. Her music is so intense. Guess she's a pretty intense chick, though. It would be Dr. Ver. I like how she's singing, but then we hear like her thought process. Blaming this on herself. Nice. I like how her thought process like merged into the song too. Damn Americans. I guess that's what it looks like, right? It was more like the Americans didn't want to go for it, and Dr. Ver helped out the FIS, right? No. Tried to make an agreement, not sell out, right? Negotiate. Okay, that part is true. Well, doesn't seem like Maria was the one that saved her. If someone did save her, that is. Chris. Dad love pasta. Which is not good for my diet. It's very Some pasta stuck to the bottom of her cup. It's crazy that Chris is the one that wants to have a heart-to-heart. Being the one that was the most shut off in season 1. Once again, goes to show so much of her growth, right? Hmm. Well, shit. This is not the direction I wanted her to go. Or is she playing him? Hmm. See a little bit of faltering there. I feel like that's so different from what we were seeing last episode. I wonder if she's trying to get close to the doctor again in order to play him or something. They did save her! So who was it? Was it Maria that did it, or was it Ver? Yeah! Alright. Training montage! I was like, that transition. He's singing! What is that exercise? I wonder if that's a movie reference. Chris. Oh. Was she dropping her cup? I think I saw it like flip falling there as she was trying to drink the raw eggs. So Maria was the one. Come with me if you want to live. He knows they're friends. Gonna use her to get to Hibiki. I want to think that it's a play. Get close to trying to subtly mention it. Shirabe gonna start putting two and two together based off that. Uh-oh. Her body bugging her. Well, shit. Is it in, like, Japan seas? Because couldn't that be, like, an act of war, essentially? Maybe they're in open waters. Alright, nearby. Fortunate. Save that power to save Miku. Jeez. Is she gonna go out and fight too? First time we've seen her transformation. The little, like, skirt just... Hey, first time we got to see a better look at her heels that she roller skates on. Oh my god. That was one hell of a transformation. Frickin' anime. Nice. Spin to win. It's like she's dancing with her fighting. Nice, Kirika game. Oh, well. Did he lie? Or is it true? Okay, it's true then. But why? Well, if she didn't know now, or if she didn't know before, she should know now. Hey, whoa, that's sick! That's how they got out of the sub? Oh, they think... Shit. Just like that. Wait, what's this? It wasn't Maria, she was flying the plane, right? Wait, who is this? Oh my god, did they stick Miku in gear? Oh no. Did they give her the linker drug? Well, shit. What did they do to her? No, again! I like the symmetry of having the last episode end with that, like, still frame kind of like... I don't know how to explain what that shot looks like at the very end there, but it had the same one of Hibiki at the end of the last episode, and now we ended this episode with that one. Her eyes had a lot less emotion than what Miku normally has, right? So, is this some kind of, like, brainwashing kind of thing they've done to her? I don't know. God damn it, Ver. But yeah, I said it several times throughout this episode, I definitely think that Maria is putting up with some of this stuff that's happening right now just because she's trying to get closer in some way to Dr. Ver. I don't know that... I don't think that she's gonna be... I don't think she's just fine with this, right? Like, obviously she bit her lip when she was watching, like, the Americans dying to the noise attack that they initiated and everything, right? So, I definitely feel like, I don't know. I mean, or is she trying to make this her conviction? Is she trying to make a choice and now trying to stick with it? I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be that, but that is it, guys, for episode 9. But I hope that it's her trying to get on Dr. Ver's good side, maybe try to learn more about his plan or whatnot by acting like she's on his side and everything, and then betray him in the end. But we'll see, I guess. Because I don't like this choice for Maria after her uh after last episode. I thought she was getting closer to turning to our side, and it went the complete opposite, you know. So, uh, but but yeah, I loved Chris this episode because, uh, you know, at first she was like blaming herself with the noise showing up again. She was the one that activated Solomon's cane, so you know she blames herself for everything that's happening with like the use of the Solomon's cane. I get that. I mean, it's not her fault, you know. It's like we don't blame the person that created. And for one, she's not even the one that created it. She's the one that awakened it. But for the analogy, we don't blame the person that like created the first gun for all of our gun problems, right? You know, like so. But but yeah, I once again love like how they keep showing the little bits of progression of Chris's character as well, which we got to see more of this episode. We haven't got a lot of Chris recently, so I at least like obviously she's been around, but she hasn't really been like in the forefront. She's kind of just been in the back saying like a few words every now and then. But we had her like going out to dinner with Tsubasa and trying to talk to her and everything and wanting to open up and have a heart to heart, and like I said during the reaction, like it's one of those things where we don't like it's crazy that she's the one that wants to do that, because from everything that we know about Chris from season 1 is she was the last person that wanted to like stop and talk, you know. She's always the one that just wants to go off and be by herself. So it's just awesome seeing once again that growth that we've known has been there, right? We didn't need this episode to tell us her growth, but it's just really cool to see that every now and then where, you know, now she's the one that wants to have a heart to heart saying that, you know, where we used to be so close and now recently we've been separated and everything and wanted to talk about it, which is just really cool. And then during her singing, during the fighting, I really like that moment too, because she was talking about how, like, you know, who is to blame for, you know, my home being taken from me. These two other girls that she became so fond with and everything. It's all fallen apart for her and all that. So she's looking for someone to blame, and in the end, she kind of blamed herself, right? And I like how the end of that, like the end of her thought process, tied into the song there too. That was really nice. But yeah, we have Miku being captured and manipulated in some way, it feels like. So it'll be interesting to learn like how he did that kind of thing. Like if it is some kind of mind controlling sort of thing, right? Like what did he do? Or is it something where Miku's playing along because he, you know, was like, oh, if you want to protect Hibiki, then take this gear and take this drug or whatever. Because Miku shouldn't be like, she shouldn't be able to use the gear, right? I mean, unless she just happened to be another candidate in the past and it just happened to work. But I imagine he used the linker drug in order to make her be able to use it, right? I mean, we'll learn more obviously as we go, but yeah, which is not good because that's what led to the demise of oh wow, I feel so bad for not being able to remember her name. Why can't I? Every time I think of her name, I just keep thinking of like Kirika and stuff. Wow. Do I really have to go back to the first episode and see the name? Kanade. God damn it. I'm sorry. Too many K names and Miku and Kirika and Hibiki. It's like I was trying to like put it all together. Kanade. God damn it. but yeah, that was like she used that drug too, and we saw what happened to her as well. So, but but yeah, it was a good episode though. I did like it. I like that Chris this time was the one to stop Hibiki. I don't like because she didn't know. Tsubasa was the first one to learn, and Tsubasa tried to stop her, and that's where Chris didn't know what was going on and was confused, right? But now Chris is in the loop. I mean, so is Hibiki of her condition and everything, which we did see potentially worsening. When she was laying in bed, she got like a jolt and it showed like a crystal or something. So I imagine that's just like the progression of her infliction that's hurting her kind of thing. But yeah, we had Chris this time be the one to stop Hibiki from going out. So, but yeah, I like how swiftly, like obviously they didn't have Shirabe didn't have her gear on and stuff like that, but I like how swiftly they like subdued Kirika. Like Tsubasa just went down and just like instantly got her at sword point and was like holding her weapon where it was and stuff too. So like it just felt like it was like no challenge. But I absolutely loved the little like montage of exercising that we had from the girls and from wow, I've been doing so bad with names recently. I know it starts with a G. Why can't I remember his name? God damn it. Like my other Genjiro. Like my other shows, I've been having issues with that too. I think I'm just watching too much stuff. Like there's so many names I have to remember in all of these shows that I watch. And if it's not like, if I don't regularly say the name each week, it's like, it just fades. Oh, my memory, man. I've been, like, I've been so not embarrassed, but like, I've been feeling so shitty about just how much I can remember, right? But sometimes those names just slip my mind. It was happening in Demon Slayer, where some names were slipping my mind as well. As well as what else was it? Now I can't even remember. Maybe it was just Demon Slayer where I was having a lot of issues with the names, and now here I forgot Genjiro's name, our fucking resident goddamn Giga Chad. But yeah, him exercising and him singing was a lot of fun because, you know, obviously the girls sing to use their gear and everything, so it makes sense, but it was just really fun to have him do it too. Just and they're like, why is he singing? And they like don't understand it, but I loved it. It was great. But we also had kind of the Dr. Ver coming clean with everything that he knew already with faking, with, you know, Maria faking to be Fine, and brought, basically they're all in the loop together now of what's been going on. Now, I mean, I guess she did say that they would have lost the advantage when he said they were, like, selling us out to the Americans and stuff, but she was trying to negotiate, right? It's like two big different things, but she didn't defend herself on that point, which makes me think that she thinks it was selling out too. But, I mean, it all blew up in their face anyway, which means now it's almost like they were trying to get away from Ver by talking to the Americans and being like, hey, this is what we know, this is what we're trying to do, kind of thing, and try to get away from Ver in order to progress their plans using the Americans rather than Ver, because he's a crazy fuck, you know? Like, I don't know if that's really what their goal was, but that's what it kind of felt like to me. But now Ver knows that, you know, you're stuck with me, kind of thing. And they also implied that he did the noise stuff to interrupt their negotiations and ruin the negotiations, but the noise didn't show up until the Americans, you know, weren't going for the negotiations and were going to shoot them. So, you know, I don't know. I wonder which one it was. Like, did he release the noise before the Americans even did that? Or was it something where they And like that was Ver's plan from the beginning to stop the negotiations. Like, would he have done that anyway, even if the Americans didn't start to attack, or was he truly trying to defend them? But yeah, I'm still waiting. We keep having these conversations. Like, they keep mentioning, like, yes, you need me to, you know, save as many people from the moon falling. And I think this is the first time that we learned that it's going to fall in a decade. Or I missed it the other times that it said it. So, but we still don't know why they need him, like what their plan is with him, and why they need him to stop the moon falling or save as many people as they can from the moon falling, kind of thing. So I guess we'll learn as we go, and we also don't know. I mean, it's my I was trying to say my skepticism, but I don't know if that's the right word. But either way, I don't believe that Dr. Ver is doing what he says he's doing, right? Like, I don't think he's there to stop the moon from falling to Earth or to save as many people, right? I think he has another plan in his mind, and he's using these people, which is why I think it would go very well if Maria is now trying to use him. So, we'll see. That's one thing that's, like, holding me back from, like, really enjoying the season. I feel like I am enjoying the season, but, like, I just feel like we keep cutting away to these, like, vague hints at what the bad guys want, but we keep seeing it. Like, the amount of times we've seen them say, like, oh, you need me to stop this, but we don't know why they need him, you know? And it's like, missing that piece has kind of, like, sullied those scenes. Like, the first time, I get it, you know? Okay, they need you, I get it. But repeating it over and over has gotten me to be like, okay, but why? But why every time, you know? So, I'm just kind of waiting. At this point, I'm just like, alright, this again, until, like, we actually get the reveal as to why they need him. So, because really, up until now, all he's done is summon noise to help them in random situations. Like, we haven't seen him do any kind of, like, if it's the frontier they need, that's all Nastasia that's been doing that. Like, not him. He seems even kind of in the dark about that whole thing, where they went to go awaken it, and he had no idea that they didn't have enough relic power to awaken it at that time. So if it's the frontier they need, they shouldn't need him for that, right? Nastasia also seemed to be the one that knew the most about the Nephilim as well, I feel like, because she was part of that research in the past. So what is he really there for, other than because he has Solomon's cane and can summon the noise? But I feel like if we really wanted to, we could take that from him if that's what they really cared about, and then they could just use it to summon the noise whenever they wanted to. So there's got to be something else that they just haven't told us yet that he's useful for. Or maybe I missed it, or I'm undervaluing something that he's bringing. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to those answers. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me, guys. I enjoyed this episode. I hope Miku will end up being okay. They're not gonna fake out her death last episode to then kill her to using, like, the Linker drug this next episode or something, but yeah, hopefully Hibiki doesn't get hurt too much trying to save her, because, you know, as soon as Hibiki sees Miku on the deck of that ship, that she's jumping out of that, you know, out of that sub too. Which, also, I didn't talk about that. I really like the way they got out of that sub. They, like, packed them away in a missile and, like, shot them out of the water. So instead of, like, surfacing the sub so they can get out, they just missile them out. It's so cool. I love it. It's so simple, but also it's just so badass to just be launched out of a rocket and they just jump out. It was great. But yeah. That'll be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. The rest of Symphogear will be on there. And, wow, lost my train of thought. If you're interested, check it out. The Patreon show tier will have the rest of that, and early access for some of my other shows is on there as well. So check that out if you're interested. Link will be in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.